going on, y'all? It's Max with Solo Pokemon coming at you guys today with a little Charizard deck profile. I really like this deck a lot. It's really fun. So yeah, before I get into that, it is going to be a little bit different since it's a IRL deck profile. I'm going to just be doing the deck profile just how it is, the whole 60 cards. If you guys want to see any more videos of gameplay and stuff like that, of course we're going to be making videos like that. So subscribe, stay tuned to the channel. We got a lot of great content coming through. So like, comment, and you know, we may even have a Patreon coming out soon. I'm pretty sure we will. So we'll be having extra little things going on, maybe giveaways, stuff like that with the Patreon. So yeah, we got a lot of things coming. And before I get into it, got a little question of the day. I'll make it a simple one. First one, I think, of the channel, right? First question of the day of the channel.
We've had a couple on the box openings.
A couple on the box openings. Okay, then it's not. But still, what's y'all's favorite starter Pokemon of any generation? Favorite starter? Of course, mine's Mudkip, OG. Love, you know it. Mudkip gang. Let's get into it. Charmander is a good one as well. All right, so I'm just gonna hop right in. We're playing 3 Charizard EX. This dude's insane. He has 330 HP, big dude right there. And yeah, he does 180, 30 more for each prize card your opponent is taking, so that scales up really high. When you get in the late game, it's just taking everything out. And it also has that ability to really get that energy accelerated. You don't even have to attach energies from your hand in this deck. I mean, it's amazing. And then we're playing a 2-2 lineup of Charmanders. We're playing 2 of the 60 HPs and 2 of the 70 HPs. So this one's really good for outing Path to the Peak if you need to. Just 1 energy, out it. It's a 1 prizer, it's not too bad. And then this one's good because for 1 energy, you get a 30 heat tackle against things like Roaring Moon and some other things that can come up. Like if you do 180 to a Rotom, you can bosses it out and hit it with heat tackle, which is pretty cool. But yeah, definitely for Roaring Moon, it's so good against that. And then we're playing the 1 Charmeleon. Gotta play him. I don't play anymore because we're playing Rare Candies, of course, but he's just really good when you need to get into him with that Rare Candy. All right, and then for the supporter Mons, I guess we're playing 2 Pidgeot EX and 2 Pidgeys. Gotta play the card of the family ones right now. This is just so good, searching for 2 basic Pokemon, putting them onto your bench. It's all right if, you know, you don't really have to worry about Sableye. You gotta play this one, of course. And then Pidgeot EX, just literally search your deck for anything you need every turn. Absolutely broken. I mean, you could just get anything that you needed. That's it, period. It's insane, dude. It gives you a destiny draw every single turn. Oh my gosh, man. I can't believe that card's even a thing. So yeah, that's insane. Just searching your supporters. You get bosses orders every turn if you need to. Insane. And then we got a couple one-of little Mons. We got a Mew, Mysterious Tail. Really good for searching Rare Candies, Ultra Balls, Battle VIP passes, whatever you need. Jirachi and Manphy. You know, this for the Greninja. This for the Sableye. A lot of things. Actually, Jirachi's pretty good against, like, I think it works against Yoga Loop as well. So yeah, you got to play these little dudes for sure against those matchups. They just really come in clutch. And then 2 more EXs, or I guess Vs actually. Vs, yeah, my bad. We got a Rotom V and a Lumineon V. These guys are really good. I mean, Rotom's just insane, drawing 3 cards on your beginning turn. And then this guy is just super good when you have Ultra Ball. If you kind of brick your hand, you can search this guy, play him, search your Arven, which just gets you into everything that you need at that point.
So you would not cut him even though it's 2 prize liability?
It is a 2 prize liability, but honestly, on your first turn, you can kind of choose to play him or Rotom, because people just started playing Rotom V. You don't need to get that 3 draws. You kind of just need to get that board set up a lot of the time.
So if you could play one or the other, which one would you keep if you're trying to get rid of 2 prize liability?
I would keep them both.
No, if you had to.
If I had to choose one, I mean, honestly, people were playing this deck without Rotom a while ago. But another reason why I like 2 Vs though is because you're playing the 4 Seal Stones. So if one of these are prized, then that Arven's going to be a lot less strong because you won't have the 4 Steel Stones searching you anything you need. You know, this is another thing, but it's a really hard question for sure. You just asked me. It's a really hard decision. I mean, man.
Which one do you think is better?
I would say if we got to play just 1 V, cut the road and play this, because this thing can get you some crazy stuff in some certain situations. If you need a boss's orders, they knocked out your Pidgey, play this. get that bosses.
You'd rather get specific supporter than blind 3.
Yeah, because sometimes Rotom V just draws you some booty cheeks, man. Like, it doesn't help me at all.
You don't want a blind 3.
Yeah.
You want to see what you want to see.
Right, I'm going Rotom V if my board is set up and I'm like, all right, let me get some rare candy, something in my hand, just be stacked up for next turn. But they're both just so good. I mean, you don't have to choose. Just play them both. All right, then we'll get into the supporters. Really strong supporter list in this deck. So we got the 4 Arvin, searches you for the Battle VIP Pass and any tool. There's a lot of strong tools you can play right now. So this card's just really versatile, really good to see. So if you're playing this deck, you want to go second because you just want to get this off. You just want to get that consistency. This really adds to the consistency of the deck. And then we got 2 Threos, we got 3 Iono. You gotta play her, so you unbricks your hand early game, and then late game, you can make your opponent draw 1 or 2 cards depending on how many prizes they have, and you just have a big Charizard on the field and they can't do nothing about it. So yeah, Iono, super strong. And then I play 3 Bosses orders as well. It's just kind of a heavy supporter lineup, but I mean, they're just so good. Bosses orders, you just keep bossing, like you said, the 2 prize liabilities. I mean,
one shot them with Charizard.
Just one shot them with Charizard, and a lot of decks have them. A lot of decks play him Squawkabilly, the other Mew, Squawkabilly. So yeah, Boss's orders is super strong. This guy has his mouth wide open, ready to take your Mon.
I thought that was his beard. Oh shit, he's wide open.
Oh, he's wide open, ready to just send it.
He got a giant goatee or something.
Nah, his hair is looking crazy though. I like this little one. It's pretty cool.
Lips.
Ain't no lips. Nah, he's built like that. And then we got 1 Professor's Research. This is really good because if you don't have any cards in your hand, you got a Pidgey on the field, just search this, research, get 7 cards in your hand. Super strong.
3.5 pot agreed.
Yeah, it's literally an insane card. I mean, super crazy. So that's it for the supporters. We'll get into the item cards, trainers. So we got 4 Ultra Ball. Gotta play the gold balls, you know it. But yeah, Ultra Ball is just so good. Searches you any card you need in your whole deck. Search you Charizard, Pidgeot, the V's, Lumineon. Super duper good card. And then I'm just playing 1 Nest Ball. This could be substituted for a level ball as well. I do like Nest Ball sometimes because it'll get you that Rotom V. Sometimes if you have an awkward hand, you can get that Rotom V out and get that stone attached to it. But I mean, it doesn't happen a lot. Level Ball is also good because you can get Charmeleon, which will get you up to Charizard.
And you recently took first place with this tournament, right? Yeah,
I did recently take first place with this deck at a tournament locally here. And I mean, the deck it runs itself pretty much. If you're starting Pokemon, this is a great deck to play. I mean, of course, things can get a little intricate sometimes in certain matchups, but it's just a really strong, powerful deck. Really consistent, too. That's the big thing. You really consistently get a lot of stuff out. And that's because of this card, Battle VIP Pass. I mean, this card is broken. Just getting your whole board filled up. Arvin searches it. It's insane. I was sad that it was going to be getting rotated, but now what do we have that
There's
Buddy?
Another one that does something that's like, it's pretty much the same thing, but it's specific to Charizard, or they can use it better.
Yeah, it's 70 HP or less to 70 HP or less Pokemon, I think. Buddy Poffin or something like that. So that's going to be really good for Zard because you can put out your Pidgeys, your Charmanders, your Mews. So it does suck you can't get EXs, but you can use it at any point in the game, which is so much better than Battle VIP Pass. And then of course we're playing 4 rare candy. I wish I could play 5 rare candies or 6 rare candy. This card is just so good. Being able to go into Charizard and Pidgeots just straight from a Charmander or a Pidgey, super duper strong. So yeah, I mean, if you don't see this card, the game is pretty hard. You gotta play that. And then we're playing 2 2-ofs, 2 Lost Vacuum, just for, you know, Lost Tina's kind of big right now, so you got to get rid of the Path to the Peaks. And a lot of tool cards are played right now as well. So, yeah, I think 2 Lost Vacuum is a really strong card right now.
Lost Tina or Charizard, which one's better right now?
So they're both up there at the top for sure. I think.
Who do you feel more confident going to the tournament with?
I would just say Charizard because I know the deck more. I mean, Giratina takes a good bit of thinking to play. This deck is pretty easy to play, but I do really like Giratina as well. I'm sure after I get some more practice with that deck, I'd be more than fine to play it.
This one's probably gonna be better now.
Well, Lost Tina isn't going anywhere either. They're not really getting hit at all. So that deck is going to be really strong. So we'll just have to see how the new support stacks up and makes the decks better. I know already Lost Box is having some cool stuff like with that new Raikou. Or not Raikou, what is it? The lightning dog Pokemon.
Raikou, the Twilight Sword Hunter?
And not the Yu-Gi-Oh card. This is Pokemon, nobody knows it. I think so. It's some new one that got leaked. Looks like it's gonna be really good in the Lost Box deck because there's some really strong cards in the deck. But we're not talking about Lost Box. This is a Charizard deck profile. We can get a Lost Box Tina deck profile coming your way. Yeah, don't disrespect the Zard. This deck is amazing, guys. It's amazing. But let us know in the comments if you want to see the Tina deck profiles. We got that on deck too. You know it. Let us know any deck you want to see, and we might have it built. But yeah, Tudo counter catcher. This is really good since you're going second. You're gonna have a basic mon out a lot of the time, and a lot of decks can just kill that. You're talking about Tina, they can just Cramorant, like your Pidgey or your Charmeleon, whatever you have out there, or Charmander. So at that point, you'll be at 5, and then you can just play this along with something like an Arven or Iono. That turn, you don't have to use your boss's orders. So this card is really strong. Recently bumped it up to 2. Sometimes it can be not too great in some situations. And then I got 1 escape rope, 1 super rod. You can play around with 2 of this for sure, but I think 1 is good enough just to put back some energies if you need to make a 3rd Charizard out. And then the escape rope is just super good for, it's a lot of times people can boss his orders out weird things and get you stuck in certain spots in the game. So it's good to have a way to out that. Escape rope is definitely pretty good. And then we got 3 stadiums, 1 Artisan, 1 Collapse City or Stadium, and Lost City. So Collapse Stadium is really good for getting that 2 Prizer, the V-Stars off your field. It's really strong for that. Artisan's good just because it'll get you your basic. And then Lost City is just really good against some decks like Chimpao. I know a lot of people don't play that, but this card is really good against them. But they're all just necessary, again, for Path to the Peak. That card really messes up this deck, so if you see one on the field, you have to out it, or else you won't be able to search anything with Pidgeot, won't be able to get anything off of Charizard, And then there's a couple more tools. We got to play the tools. We got 1 Seal Stone, Vitality Band, and Justified Gloves. So, Seal Stone, I think people used to play 2 of this a lot, but now they're just like, send it. We're just going to play 1. You don't always need it. Vitality Band's really good for that extra 10. Sometimes that Charizard, when it's at 210, it just needs to get to 220 on a lot of things. So, yeah, Vitality Band is just really good. And then Justified Gloves is really good for the mirror match, because when you guys are both down to 2 prizes, and that, one of the last moments in the game, you're doing 300 to a full HP Charizard, but if you have this on it, you're doing 330, which is just one-hitting a Charizard. So this is really strong, and it's also good against some other things as well. There are some other dark decks.
Charizard can fit those gloves on his hands?
Oh yeah, look at them little gloves, or little hands. He's like a T-Rex. He got that T-Rex build to him. And then the last thing, what are we playing? 7 energy. You can mess around with this as well. Oh yeah, we rocking the goals, y'all. Steezing out all day. So, you can play 7, 8, is whatever you want to do. Some people even play 6. But yeah, y'all, that is the whole Zard list. I'm really happy that I was able to get this out to y'all. Let us know how you like these IRL deck profiles in the comments. We can definitely be dropping more. And you know what? Charizard is that dude for sure. He's that guy. Let us know if you guys want to see any gameplay for sure. All right, peace out, y'all.